labor of love.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The courage on display here is incredible. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab not finding its target. And he scores with the counter. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Punch, counter punch. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. These two were made for each other. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Well done with that counter shot. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Couldn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And the artist has been dropped. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your ball.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
A perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice work to block that left uppercut. Good counter punching. No rest for the weary. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Catch and shoot. Missing with the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Hold that thought! And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Here we go in the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
What a massive upset this would be. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. That jab misses. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, you get him back into this.
Here comes round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Swing and a miss with the jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Oh my, that's a game changer. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? And there's the bell for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
They both want the knockout. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Big hook doesn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels.